Hey guys, welcome to another session of Epic 7. Today I'm going to do a showcase build and showcase video for specialty change Carrot. Now she was kind of like under my radar for a while. When we got the specialty change, I didn't care about her too much. I'm like, oh, I won't use mages. I'm going to give a shout out to one of my patrons. His name is Hippie, at least on Discord. And he's actually the one that actually inspired me to look into her. Because he was running her with ML Chloe, ML Ken, and herself on a GVG defense, and actually did really well. And I think it's just because it's cleave bait, and people don't know what to expect from Carrot. So because of that worked, and then I was really bored, and leveling up 3-star heroes now is like really awesome, just because like their skill enhance is technically free. It's just Catalyst, no Mola, which is perfect. And so I built her up. So when I was building her, I wasn't even using her, like I wasn't thinking of using her as one of my primaries, but as you guys will see in the edit, I'm gonna post some montage clips of my GVG with her, and actually into meta teams, okay, meta defense teams. I'm gonna show some arena fights as well, although they take like 20 years to complete. She's still really cool. After I show those montage clips, I will tell you guys like why I think she's useful in some areas, and I definitely like her. Like I said, I don't like mages too much just because they're generally squishy, and Dizzy has been like Dizzy and ML Zerato have been like the only mages I've really liked up to this point, and I think Carrot is fantastic. So she is a mage, of course. She's a Sagittarius, and anybody who does play the game obviously knows that she has her specialty change, which her skill tree is actually pretty good. It actually extends her survivability. So what I liked about her is that when Hippie ran her on the defense team, it was obviously that he ran her at like a bruiser. Like the concept is a bruiser. That's what what really drew me to her, because I'm very drawn to building up some bruiser characters. So these are just the previews of her skills and her skill tree. This is actually really cool too. 50% chance to dispel 1 debuff inflicted on a caster when Flame Barrier is activated. This actually happened today when I was provoked. It was in a PvP. I don't think I actually recorded the clip, but when she was provoked and activated Flame Barrier, she actually dispelled the provoke like on the spot. So it was like Crimson Seed. That was really cool. I actually didn't know she had that when I was leveling that, but it is. Yeah, these are the cool little gadgets she has. The Flame Barrier is really crazy too. Here, so I'm gonna show the stats first, and then we're gonna get into the montage. So here are the stats I'm running right now. In the montage clips, you guys will see I was actually tweaking her build. None of the clips that you guys will see is on a speed set. It's pretty much on defense set. These two T88s are like my bread and butter for her build, and then I just like swapped immunity set on the other 4 slots. I think I had immunity boot at one time, immunity chest of course right there, but it was a different one. And I went with like a crit set at first just because of high stats. I'm gonna show the preview of those substats. So originally the concept was like, okay, run her pretty tanky and then just let the enemy burn themselves to death. I think it was like something like this. It was like this only one that had like 23 health. That's what one of the pieces I ran her with, and I think this one as well. This one I think I went with health primary. So yeah, something like this. So originally she had like lower power. Obviously like these pieces are swapped to like immunity to complete it and whatnot. So my thoughts on Carrot is that you know, obviously having high attack is great. You don't really need the crit damage and crit chance. That's what I really like about her. So originally when I was like quote unquote building her, she was actually a temporary like gear holder. So she was a 5-star 4-star awakened, skill tree not in like max, and I placed this on her. Now if you look at the substats here, when I actually started rolling this, it rolled into like the flat attack, flat health, and I'm like, okay, that's not really that great. And then I started rolling it a couple more, and it made the flat attack really high. Now Carrot does have about a 1100 plus base attack, So having a 228 right there is very high for her in terms of attack. Like it's pretty much 20% attack, and this is a 65 since it's an 88. 1100 is a good place to start for any percentage based attack stats, not flat attack, unless you can mix the both. Like if you have like a really good flat attack, let's say a neck with like really high attack subs, like consider running that on her and just see where you end up. Obviously the concept for her is that you want her to survive, and if you're gonna bring her into some of the meta teams that I will show, you do need stats like this, basically high HP, high defense, and high attack, and that's all you need. One debate though would be the speed on her. Right now, as you can see, I'm running a triple attack on the right side, but has 147 speed. It's slightly a bit low to my liking. I think about 155, 160 would be like where I would like to land. Really just because so she can turn cycle a bit more. And also just having like different types of setups where I could, you know, run an attack buffer before her. So for example, like my Charles is 160 speed, so like having her slightly slower than Charles is beneficial for certain like team compositions where you want to force like, you know, the elements. Her flame barrier on S2, it's a barrier for 1 turn, and it casts the burn onto the attacker for 1 turn. Of course, the burns, how it works is if you have, let's say you have a Mascot Hazel buffering her and she has a greater attack buff up on that turn, if they hit you and they burn themselves, which they actually can't resist the flame barrier burn, they'll always burn. And if it's like an ice hero hitting you, they're gonna get burned. There's no missing. It's just direct transfer. If you have the attack buff on her on the turn the burn debuff is granted, then they're gonna suffer the burn damage from the post attack buff stat. Okay, so the post attack buff stat. So that means like if somehow you run into a turn cycle where they're burned and your attack buff is gone, for that turn, those debuffs specifically, they're gonna hurt a lot with the attack buff. So running her a bit faster for this would be good, because as soon as she does the flame barrier, to reset this, she actually needs like you see the cooldown, there's actually a cooldown there, 1 turn. She actually needs to go, like she has to have a turn. So if you run her too slow like mine, 147, and let's say like there's a RB you're fighting, an MLCC, a Charles, and you know, you don't get your turn quick enough, then you're gonna kind of miss out on that free burn. Her effectiveness, of course, is important, just because you do want to transfer that. And of course, like I said, this is free, so you may as well do it. 30% chance to detonate the burn effects on an enemy. I think the most I've had was 3 burns. So after doing the S3, does 2 burns. 80% chance, just to keep that in mind, 80% chance to do 2 burns for 2 turns. So when you detonate this with the 30%, it will hurt a lot. But if you soul burn it, which is only 10 souls, it doesn't cost much, you can increase that detonation chance to 100%. So I've done this, I've killed crowds with this, but you guys will see that in the clips. I'm getting ahead of myself. Let me continue to talk about this. So yeah, so not super crazy. Effect resistance, in my opinion, is not necessary, especially when I have only 22. So there's a couple wasted substats in these ones, but yeah, like attack, flat attack, effectiveness, speed, health. Defense, I would like more of. This one rolled actually decent. This was for a long time on my K-Ron actually, and it got him to about 4k attack. This one rolled really well. I'm gonna probably change this one out in the future. Hopefully I can run another Carcanus epic helmet and potentially get like attack, flat attack, speed, HP, defense, those kind of stats. But the 10% crit is very juicy, so if I run this on another hero, actually be beneficial. But yeah, in terms of just finding the stuff is no problem. In some of the fights I ran a Tika Scepter, and some people are theory crafting that Chatty might work well too. Chatty was an interesting one, but I actually think that doesn't actually work really well. The only reason is because Chatty, you have to be under 50% health, and the barrier strength is actually lower than her actual barrier. Of course, it is scaled on the caster's attack anyway, so ideally it works kind of the same. I guess the reason why you would run Chatty would probably be like a slower one like mine. so you don't turn cycle your flame barrier quick enough. But Proof of Valor has seemed to be the sweet spot, I think. Proof of Valor has really high HP, as you can see there, and then of course the damage mitigation is really good. So if you're gonna bring her with like a tank, let's say an F Maya, there's not like an E10 where you could put on an Adamant Shield or a C Armin with an anti-crit buff. Like I say, it's an F Maya because you need the cleanse, you need the tank to be cleansing herself or themselves. Having like an F Maya on an Aureus would stack with the Proof of Valor, and that would make her really really survive really long. And especially if you guys will see the clips, how much barrier I can get out of, especially with a greater attack buff, it's insane how much barrier she can get with her flame barrier proc. Yeah, so the decreased speed is nice on this debuff, only 60% chance. I don't really think that it's very good. It doesn't happen a lot, but definitely like as a burn unit, she's very good. As you can see as well, the imprint concentration is here. This is slightly like, this is about like 12% ish of her, like equivalent to a 12% self imprint. So 144 flat is very good there. Yeah, so she does a ton of damage with the stats I have. Okay, so the only critique I have about her build really is if you could get more health, like I think 12,000 health would be good. You could lower the attack. I think 4.5k is really good already. Now do keep in mind that the self imprint right there will be added on top of that attack you see there, the total, when you enter the match, so when you enter the battle, and then more speed. Like I said, I think about a 155 would be the sweet spot. I ran her as fast as 169. That was when I was on a speed boot, but it lowered the attack quite a bit. Actually, I'm going to show you guys the original build. So the original build, again, like I said, she was a placeholder. She was just placeholding like a ton of gear, and it wasn't that crazy. But it was on a speed boot, and I to be honest, I do think that both work. It just depends on, I think it was like this one. So yeah, so this one is like really weird. Like I ran this one, like I said, because it looked like really bad. Like I converted it, it looked really bad, and I just put it on her, and it actually worked. I think for, yeah, the chest was right, and then the neck was an attack set main. So it's something like that. That actually looks too low. No, that's not right. The weapon had an attack sub. Something like this one. Yeah, I think it's more like this one. Yeah, it was like 4,200. So like I increased her attack by a ton. But that's what she was at. Oh, 166 speed. I thought it was 169. So 166, she still worked really well. And what I liked about this one was more of the flame barrier rotation. That's what I really liked about it. But in terms of like just using her for what I really need her to do, I'm okay with her stuck at 147. I'm actually okay with it just because every piece pretty much has a bit of speed in it. That's what's making up for it. Anyways, at this portion of the video, I'm gonna string together the montage of my GVG and arena, and I'll be back to give my sum up of my thoughts. This is a test of gear.
I'll shatter.
Okay, Avoja goes first. Oof.
Your pride.
Witness my power.
Okay, and then Charles coming up. Okay.
I can't do this. Let's get it over with.
Kneel before my sword of light.
13,000 HP, Charles. Most like a counter.
Test my theory.
That's high risk, but we gotta land this burn now.
The odds are on my side.
Oh man. He didn't get the. Oh, I'm lucky. He didn't get the strip. Not there.
Charge. I counter.
You'll help me, right?
Okay, so hold on. What's my carrot HP at now? I got one turn on it, but I gotta heal up.
Oh my.
Gotta heal up Eaton.
Correct your posture.
You'll regret this.
Gonna hit Charles here. He didn't detonate, but he will die on the next hit.
Can you hear the approaching
Charles, that is. No attack buff. He's Oh, most likely Alexa's basket. I'm just getting lucky.
Help me.
Gonna go for Charles. Okay, that was a detonation right there. Yeah, it's Alexa's basket. Oof.
Time to find an answer.
That was very risky, but we're gonna hit that A Vodrid. Speed down. That's good.
Someone would help me.
No need to soul burn it, but we're gonna do it, of course.
Please hurry. It's urgent.
Eaton with extra damage mitigation, pretty beefy. The only thing is I need to get my Eaton on immunity.
Some results.
Eaton on immunity, and then
Analyzing you.
he'll be able to turn cycle his own immunity buff, which is good. Nice.
This is the
Stylish.
cost of constant research.
I will silence.
Okay, so Vodrid is slow. This one hits hard,
I will guide you through the light. You pitiful being.
and the cleanse comes first. That's good.
Is your repentance.
So we could burn all three.
You're not bad.
No immunity on Vodrid.
For a rookie.
How fast is my Momo? Not super fast. Oh crap!
I'll end this quick.
It's gonna do a lot of damage actually. Let's get the immunity up still. No, with the attack buff up, the flame barrier is pretty nice.
Time to find an answer. Statistically, the odds are on my side.
Double burn. He's dead. That was quick. That was a bit quick. Hopefully we're okay though. Just a bit close. But flame barrier.
My goddess.
Okay, now you got no cleanse. But we're gonna dual attack. No, not yet, not yet. Right. Oh, she's dead.
Already.
Let's try to provoke. No dual attack on Carrot, please.
Let's advance together.
No dual attack on Carrot, please.
Shall I test my theory?
I'm gonna burn this into Vodrid right now.
I
Alright.
will guide you through the light.
Thank you. This is fun, man.
Prepare to.
You guys are stream? Are you guys shocked?
I'll show you.
My
some
carrot is
results.
awesome, Dan. She was built as a meme hero, but she's really strong.
Let's advance together.
Alright. Nice.
Ruthless evils. Be punished.
Would have been easy versus that mid for? No, snitch you, man.
believe
No.
this is what the
You know
goddess
it's not
wills.
true. You know you wanted me to fail. That MLK would have popped me. You think a solo could have been done? No. But the flame barrier is very sexy.
You'll regret this.
She's very good. Oh, that's so beautiful.
Whose turn is it today? Time to put an end to this.
Come on, miss my fire ones. Missed. Okay, it missed Carrot, but it didn't miss my Akates. Ah, crap! Fully pushed back. Oh, and it was on
Blessings of the stars.
frick. It's on Abyssal Crown.
Shall I test my theory?
No, there's no point doing it right now. I need to make sure they're stripped. I'm gonna try to.
Witness my power.
Everyone, I'll save you. Vitality, rush forth.
Hey, Rage, you are welcome.
Brace yourself.
Crap! Hit all my fire. Attack down.
Some respect. I was going to let you off easy.
And I didn't get a Mind's Eye proc either, so it's pretty salty.
Fight me.
There you go, now I have it.
Blessings be upon you.
I'll teach you who's the best.
Okay, defense break. And I can't cleanse it in time. So,
For the goddess.
that's not good.
Were you waiting for me?
Defense break on Alencia. Hopefully it doesn't hit the Alencia.
Regret this. Statistically,
My attack is
the
down
odds
too.
are on my side.
Triple burn.
Charge.
Triple burn on that MO can. Okay, it didn't hit Alencia.
How rude.
In that case, I'm actually gonna wait. I'm gonna add more debuffs, so Alina can't do much.
Must be crushed.
Oh, never mind. One's dead. Okay, never mind.
I won't lose. You're going to get better.
Yeah, I lowered the HP. I got 4k more attack.
It's time to find an answer.
Okay, we're gonna kill off that Avo Druid ASAP. Ah, crap.
Do I look like a pushover to you?
Holy crap, he's so lucky.
Everyone, I'll save you. With light. Yeah.
Hate fighting. Like having chat.
What? Oh, okay.
I will destroy everything. Slowly.
Shall I
Crap, I'm
test my
blind now.
theory?
That's not good.
Stop bugging me. For the goddess. Round and round.
Stardust.
Ah, I still have her on Water's Origin.
Soar into the night sky. Everyone, I'll save you.
Yeah, I think I could have done better if I didn't have Water's Origin still on.
Goddess,
Gonna put the Invincible on him for a
I'll
sec.
show you some results.
Yeah, that's kind of sucky.
You charge. I counter.
Okay,
Show your elders some respect.
I need that Mind's Eye. And Megara's Tome, and she's pretty fast. Oh, so lucky, wow.
I won't lose. Please help. Competent.
Ha, gotta be kidding me.
It's time to find an answer. I've already finished analyzing you.
How dare you!
For the goddess. Spread wings of light. Do I look like a pushover to you?
Hate fighting. Hell, like having chat.
I'll come to your aid. Shall I test my theory?
Okay, my problem is now how do I kill off Alencia or Alina, and she's on a counter set.
See how much better I am? Ultimate!
Haven't seen one Mind Eye proc. I know, what the heck? It's so low. Like the there you go.
Everyone, I'll save you.
Okay, so we got an attack buff now again. It's worth waiting, so I'm gonna invince him a bit.
How rude.
Counter attack. Yeah, that's not good. She's gonna keep cleansing that. Oh wait, no, I got her. Yeah, my Alencia is really strong now. Actually, not bad. I re-geared her too. No, no, you piece of poo.
You'll regret
No,
this.
no. No crit rate. How am I critting?
Show me what you
How am I critting? I have no crit rate.
Stop bugging me.
We gotta try to strip this. May as well. Okay. We're good. Secret Sight activated, but it's okay. As long as we can get a very solid burn, we'll be good. I'm going out of my way just to do this carrot video.
Show you some results.
Yeah, okay, we got it.
Statistically, the odds
Defense
are
buff is
on
up.
my side.
We got Eaton, we got Proof of Valor, and he'll burn to death. Yeah, and then we got Flame Barrier, double flame.
Do I look like
I'm gonna try to get defense break. We got it.
for the goddess?
Heal herself.
Well,
We got it. Nice.
This is the product
That took a long time, but hey,
Research.
hey, experimental teams, okay? Experimental teams. She's still good. Yeah, let's go.
Insignificant.
How much percent increase does greater attack buff give? 75%. Yo, BD, welcome, man.
Counterattack.
Oh, I only missed my Akates, but actually that's okay. Akates is the main one here. We don't want her pushed back. And it actually didn't do much to everything else. I'm kind of surprised. Okay, first things first.
Everyone,
We get up.
you're going to get better.
We get up the effect resistance buff.
I can't.
I will get the what's it called? Greater attack buff up first.
Planned.
Dark.
And we got healing over time. That's good.
I'll make you pay for touching me.
Okay, first things first, we have to clear out the
Won't lose.
okay, still debuff. Still too good. Magar's tome is helping.
For King Arthur, I would give my life.
Still does a lot of damage.
Shall I test my theory?
The problem is then we might get Elbrus in the face and then I'll lose.
I'll show
Hopefully
you
he misses if he does Elbrus me.
my secret methodology.
He hit. Oh, but I have the flame barrier. Yeah, that's one beautiful thing. Look at the greater attack buff on that flame barrier. Very, very good. Now I just need to heal Eaton.
I don't know.
And then my Akates will handle the heal on the next turn.
For
Oh, he transferred it back. I'm actually gonna do a greater heal on this one. I don't need the...
vitality, rush forth.
I don't need the soul burn. They're just gonna burn to death as long as they keep doing AoE.
Hate fighting. Like having
Will you help me?
No one can heal. I'm actually gonna... It says Alexis Basket RB. So I'm gonna hit him.
Time to find an answer.
I'm gonna try to kill him off.
Everyone, I'll save you. Goddess!
Oh, almost dead. Flame Berry's back.
Correct your posture.
Okay, is that FCC on an Aureus? I'm not doing as much damage as I want. Crap, he stripped my... He stripped my, my barrier.
I won't lose.
No, he didn't.
Round and round.
You've seen Carrot with Vamp and Chatty?
You
Wow.
help me, right?
Okay,
Let's get it over with.
greater attack buff is up. We gotta prepare for this onslaught because... Wow, the greater attack buff, man. He keeps getting it.
You're boring me now.
Everyone, I'll save you. Were you waiting for me?
Okay, I'm gonna kill off that Bazaar.
I'll show
That's
you
just
some
that's just too annoying. Why should I go for Charles? I could go for Charles too. He could potentially burn to death. Let me go for him. He's dead. Yes! Yes! Carrot, you show off, baby. You show off. We're gonna get a burn on this. Flame barrier is activated again. Transferred.
charge.
Okay, that MLCC is dead on the next turn. Wow, he gets every single greater attack buff. That's crazy.
For the goddess.
Okay, it's okay. Magara's Tome is the right way to go on this one.
Spread wings of light.
Boom! Such low heals. It's okay, she's dead.
Will you?
Alrighty, alrighty. Ladies and gentlemen.
Shall I test my theory? Statistically,
The greater attack buff burn is now applied. So, there's no way they're surviving.
I won't lose.
That RB is not surviving.
Be well.
Yeah.
Can you hear?
And no buff. So we got it. Carrot, sort of solo.
Everyone,
Pretty good.
I'll save you.
I'm gonna do this. And with the greater attack buff,
Going to get better.
I don't have it right now.
I wish someone would help.
Now I do though.
Please hurry. It's urgent. You'll regret this.
Boom, bam. Ah,
I will faithfully
Yeah.
serve the goddess and save
yes. Carrot is so sexy, man. All right, and we're back. So my final thoughts on Carrot is, again, being a 3-star, relatively cheap since the skill enhance doesn't require Mola. The skill tree is very robust. Getting that D-spell on the flame barrier is very nice to have, although it's being a 50% chance. You don't want to always risk it, but it's definitely useful. One actually thing that I actually forgot to mention in the part 1 was running on a Tika Scepter is actually not a bad idea as well. Since you could turn cycle faster, and generally you're really getting all your burns pretty much from this, and you're trying to detonate with the S1. So in that sense, you could run that as well, only if you have enough damage mitigation. If you run like a CR-man, have an invincibility and immunity up, that's pretty secure, and it of course depends on who you fight. But I do treat Carrot kind of like how I think about SSB. In terms of like what dawned on me was I think there was one team comp I was fighting before. It was there was an A collie. It was very like trying to like throttle, like the best team comp versus that defensive GVG comp would be like a DN, SSB, and CR-man, and it would be like no threat. I think it was like a Robbie, A collie, and Lilius comp. So something like you just baited away. And one of the things I realized, like for those type of like single target comps, sometimes you really want to get some AoE. Like for Assassin Collie, she stays stealth, right? So a lot of people run SSB because, you know, she can't run away from SSB. But there was one fight I had where I needed basically 2 SSBs, and she actually came in handy. She took that role because you get the burn on Assassin Collie, and Assassin Collie's dead. There's no way she's surviving after that burn, especially if you get an attack buff up. I think I ended up running it will be in the clips, but because I don't know what clips I'm including in this video recording right now, so I think it was the same comp, like I'm using a light bait, Mascot Hazel, and Researcher Carrot. Another cool thing, just to end off here, is getting on a counter set might be interesting, just because if she counters, she has a 30% chance to detonate the burns that are already affected on them. So that might be something good to look at, only if you can get those stats though. That's still the thing. As you can see, because I'm not relying on a speed set, and you know, arguably speaking, some people might say like, oh yeah, 15% defense, that's no problem, you could just roll it. So arguably speaking, if I get a counter set and I can run similar stats, it might be worth it to complete that set. But like I said, I don't think that's 100% necessary. And another question I had asked from a couple people was like, is it necessary that she's on immunity? I personally just like immunity as like a just a safety net. I think so. If you do have some spare immunity pieces, and again, I mean, it doesn't take much. I mean, look at these stats. They're not high rolls. They're usually stuff that you wouldn't, you know, want to give to any of your main characters anyway. I think they're not high, so it's not so bad. So if you got some like immunity, even the immunity helm from regular raid might work, other than the dip in the flat HP though. Otherwise, yeah, if you got the stats there, why not try it out? Anyways, that's my thoughts on Researcher Carrot. Hopefully that this video has been informative, and yeah, hopefully you guys build her up. She's really good. Just treat her as like a bruiser mage, and you'll really enjoy using her. So I'm gonna end this for the video recording sake. If you guys have Discord, check out the Discord server. Follow me on Twitter. Subscribe to YouTube if you haven't. As always, thank you guys for watching, and I will see you guys next time.